Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about, well, this from what's on Disney Plus. What a weird website name there. I'm not going to complain. Right, so your data shows Disney has cancelled more shows than other streaming services. Disney's not doing very good, are you, buddy? This is what happens when you decide to create so many woke shows, so much woke garbage that people are just frankly tired and uninterested to watch it. People are tuning out. Obviously, you still have those crazy-ass idiots who still watch this garbage because of politics. But people are tuning out. People are not interested. The woke shows, woke writing is uninteresting, uninspiring, and more often than not, it kills whatever story you're trying to tell. The biggest example that I can think of, and it's not even on Disney, it's from Bethesda. It's on Elder Scrolls Online. It's on Galen Island. And it's an expansion pack that came out after the Breton expansion from the Isle, something, I forgot the name. And you go to Galen. I got the expansion for free from Bethesda, by the way. You go to the island, you start doing the main quests, and then suddenly a little sprout thingy pops up. And they begin using the they-them pronouns. And they use it so often in singular form to represent this little shit with an obvious female voice and looks like a woman representing Mother Nature, that it becomes absolutely uninterestingly bad. I immediately lost interest in the story, and I am one of those people who actually click on every single dialogue option to read, and I wait for the voice actor to say their lines. I do all of those things. But in that moment, in that fucking moment, I was so tired. After what, twice on the dialogue, going through the normal thing that I do, which is listening to every single dialogue, etc., I gave up. I literally gave up. I just fast forwarded, accepted the quest, and moved on. That's how you lose the interest on people. And even worse, sometimes I actually would stop just to read the dialogue with the they-them. It was so goddamn confusing that I didn't even know what the NPC was referring to most of the time. That's how bad it is. Don't the left realize that the woke garbage is actually killing creativity? No, of course not. And if you point that out, you're a bigot. As always, isn't it? Let's go and read this garbage, shall we? Let's jump in. Quite a bit. Back in May, Disney removed and cancelled many original shows, including Big Shot, Willow, The Mighty Ducks, Game Changers, and The Mysterious Benedict Society, in addition to dozens more. And more cancellations have continued throughout the summer, including most recently Doogie Kamaloha, MD, which is an actual literal race and gender race swap of Doogie Howser. That's how creatively bankrupt these people are. They need to grab an existing IP to... Okay, I can still get this microphone, it's bothering me. They need to grab an existing IP to try and sell their goddamn fucking hot garbage. So they race swap, gender swap to try and peddle their message. But another biggest example here is Willow, one of the last George Lucas property that was still unsullied by the hands of the woke from Disney, and they destroyed it to the point that I think it stayed on Disney Plus. The movie, what is that, TV series or something like that? It stayed for, I think, 2 months, give or take, something, and they pulled it out. It was Disney was losing more money having that shit on their hard drives for streaming for the occasional person watching this hot garbage than to just pull it out. I even remember the writers complaining about the residuals, that they would not get anything else from this garbage. It's amazing, isn't it? But before I continue, here is something that I can guarantee you that we will love it. Right, I'm back, baby. Right, let's read this. I want to read this two paragraphs, which is important. According to the chart, the major streamers, which include Netflix, Hulu, Disney+, Amazon Prime Video, Max, Apple TV, Peacock, and Paramount+, the Plus Revenge, have overall had a combined average cancellation rate of 12.2%, which is not much higher than linear TV, 10.8%, but less than half of broadcast TV alone over that period. However, when you consider that many of the broadcast and linear cancellations come from the same traditional studios like Warner Bros., Paramount, Disney, the actual cancellation numbers for these studios are going to be much worse. Plus, if you combine Hulu and Disney Plus together, which is how Disney Plus operates outside the US, a combined platform hits at 36.3%, which is over 3 times more than Netflix, which often gets a bad reputation for canceling everything. Yeah, that is true. Netflix has been on a cancelling spree. Remember back in the day when Netflix couldn't find any TV show to actually greenlight and have it stream on their platform? Well, apparently there was a lot of garbage in there, which led to a lot of cancellations. I'm looking at you, Altered Carbon. That one was an utter garbage the second season. I watched the first episode and say, oh, fuck this shit. I'm out. It's Anthony Mackie playing Anthony Mackie in the future. I think it's Anthony Mackie, but either way, that guy can't act for shit. Well, neither can I, but at least I'm not a highly paid actor. Well, anyway, it was utter garbage. It also reminds me of another life. A very good overarching story, but boy was it woke. And the storyline made no sense most of the time. You think they learned the first time that they would get infected by going to a planet? But no. They go to another planet and they also get infected because they did not take the proper measures that they supposedly learned in the first time. And there were many other logical errors in that show. And then there was, Red October? No. October something November, I don't even know. I watched the first episode and they were all complaining about, well, it's me, I'm the only black person in their skull in the region, woe is me. I gave up. Then there was Resident Evil. Holy moly, that one was so bad that I ended up actually rooting for the goddamn damn dogs. You know, the dogs. The ones that look like, well, dead and zombies on Resident Evil. You're not supposed to be rooting for the dogs. And yet here I was, rooting for the dogs. What the fuck? Am I right? That's what happens when you go full woke. You end up losing shows, people are not interested, and you end up cancelling them, and you end up getting this reputation. On that note, there's even rumors that Apple may end up actually buying Disney, so there's a possibility Disney will double down on wokeness. Which, in fact, in that regard, is, well, may end up costing Apple a pretty penny. Who knew that Disney would actually reach this level? I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. Seeing Disney suffer for their wokeness. Well, on that goddamn fucking hell, have a great fucking night. And remember, fuck you, YouTube.